The Chimera XB is the newest weapon added to the finals, and it's good. To put a long story short, I love it, it's a lot of fun, but let's dive into exactly why it's what it is. Chimera XB is a semi-automatic dart-firing crossbow that deals 45 to the body, 67 to the head, has an RPM of 270, and 15 in the magazine. As you can see in that first clip there, it deletes lights. It's going to be a real problem for lights for sure. I believe it's close to hit scan. I don't have perfect information on that yet, but up close, man, it feels like it's just instant. From a distance, I believe there's drop off. Still playing with it, trying to learn it. I've only played about an hour worth of it so far, but as the video goes on, you'll see different things, how it interacts with different classes, different ranges. However, I believe that this will be a very top contender for the medium weapons going forward. I will have to see how the new FCAR interacts with the 20 RPM buff that it recently got. I know that it's a pretty strong weapon over the course of the final's life. However, this medium weapon, the Chimera, is good. It feels almost back to like how the pike was. Just maybe not quite as impressive when that first came out, but it is strong. One thing that I did notice about it actually is I seem to kill people at the same time as they kill me more frequently. In my very first game I did it twice, and I rarely ever do that unless it's maybe a melee weapon or some type of explosive weapon. So it's pretty uncommon to do that, and I've already done it twice, so that's just an interesting interaction that I've discovered. Another thing, I am on controller, so my fire rate may not be as fast as some of those on PC. I do like to think that I got a pretty quick trigger finger, but I know it's not the best. However, that being said, even if you don't have the greatest trigger finger and the greatest aim, this gun is still a contender. I mostly was hitting body shots just to be safe, and I was still staying up with the rest of the medium weapons. It really starts to take down their health. As far as accuracy goes, it's really strong in hipfire, really strong with the EDS to fire. The hipfire is not perfect accuracy, there is a little bit of spread, however, it's really close, especially in a close to close medium range. It's really easy to hipfire it, especially if you're on mouse and keyboard where it's a little just generally easier to aim, but however, controller, still just fine. I use it, it works great. This thing is marketed as a movement shooter's dream. When you're in the air, it's still accurate. When you're on the ground, it's accurate. When you're sliding, you're jumping, you're strafing, it's accurate from the hip. You're not going to be missing shots with these. If you are good on aim, this gun is absolutely for you. Now, I've been glazing this gun for the last, 3.5 minutes-ish that it's been. Now, what are the drawbacks? Personally, I think it's going to struggle in really close. Things like melee weapons are going to definitely out DPS it. But that's going to be most weapons that you're going to use anyways are going to struggle against a melee weapon in a close combat situation, except for maybe shotguns or if you have a melee weapon yourself. Long range. It does have pretty big drop off. I don't know the exact statistics on it yet, however, the drop off is pretty bad, and so it's going to struggle at the far range. So close medium, maybe even medium long, it's going to do okay. Majority of engagements, it's going to do fine. However, if you're trying to do a poke battle, it's best to just hide or use one of your teammates to do that job for you. You're not going to out-contend a sniper. You're not going to out-contend a repeater at range. That's where they thrive. It's not where you thrive. As far as what to pair it with, I think run whatever loadout feels good for you. I think because of the fact that it's got good hip fire accuracy, good aerial accuracy, things that move you around like the new specialization, like jump pad, like zipline, those are all going to work very well with it. And I think being aggressive and being very mobile and agile are going to be your best friends more than what gadgets you use. Using your environment, being mobile, working on your movement is absolutely going to be the best way to use this weapon. I do think this weapon might catch a nerf here soon. We'll see how it stacks up with all the other weapon buffs and nerfs. It's only been a few hours since the release. I don't think if it gets nerfed, it's going to get nerfed very hard. It's strong. I don't think it's game breaking yet. We shall see once people with really good aim get their hands on it and they start comparing it, and things start to level out with everyone's weapon usage. They go back to things that are comfortable and things that are new, stuff like that. We'll see in pro play what they do. People with aim are definitely going to dominate for now, I think, but we'll see how it shakes out in the end. But to sum up really quick, strong weapon, medium close, and then medium, and then maybe even medium far, good weapon. If you got a good trigger finger, great weapon. However, you're going to struggle against melee weapons. You're going to struggle against long range like repeaters, snipers, pikes, BFRs, things like that. Don't contend them. Stay mobile, stay agile, and as always, stay subscribed and hit that like button.